are going to establish our own Palestinian democratic state, a state in which everybody, all citizens, Christians, Jews, Muslims, are going to live on equal basis and in brotherhood.
We are now in a Lebanese village, a Shia village in Lebanon. This village is one of the villages close to the Israeli border. I want to show you a Lebanese house, a Lebanese in a Shia village house close to our border. Every house is a terror base. I wanted you to see in your own eyes what we found here today. This is our forces raiding on this village. Come with me. In this house, a storage of gear, waiting for Hezbollah's Radwan forces, with vests, helmets, night vision, mines you can see here. Already, all of these weapons here were stored and piled in the house, ready for the big raid. The raid plan called Conquer the Galilee. They plan to do a massacre in a larger scale than the 7th of October on northern Israel.
Musa Sadr, the Imam, is the Imam of the resistance in Lebanon. We are all students in his school. His school says the honor of Jerusalem will be only gained and restored by the believers. We are the believers. We will be united and we will slap the enemy strongly so as not to be able to hurt us.
And with this gear over here, I want you to see what kind of a gear. You see the hand grenades here. Sniper rifles. Extremely high sniper rifles, shooting on our forces, shooting on our civilians from far away. Look at those sniper rifles here. All was ready for the raid. Explosive RPGs here. This is one of the PK fired by the terrorists of Hezbollah on our forces raiding on this house. This is a terror base. This is a Lebanese village, a Shia village built by Hezbollah. Every house has gear ready for the raid against Israel, conquer the Galilee plain. We are now going a house through house, raiding each and every house, taking all this gear, dismantling Hezbollah's capability to do the Conquer Galilee plan. This is what we do. This is a limited, targeted raid on the northern part of Israel, okay, that we are conducting across the border to take care with the threat that Hezbollah has built for years. This is supposed to be clean here. 1701 prevents those arms here. And we are making sure, imposing this area to be clean so we can tell our citizens from across the border that have been suffering for nearly a year now. They've been suffering many UAVs, rockets, missiles. We can tell them, you can come home safely and secure. Go back to your homes. We have cleaned the threat of Hezbollah next to your border.
When it comes to the Lebanese front is only supporting the Palestinians in Gaza. 11 months where the Lebanese front is doing well and have sent thousands of settlers in the north of Israel to leave their places and to be a burden on the Israeli entity. Hundreds of thousands of those who are very worried and living in a situation that is not safe in Israel. The situation when it comes to the economy in Israel is not safe. The losses of Israel in the north are big. They are not announced, they are not declared, because Israel is controlling very well what is going on through the media, but we need to confirm that the economic losses in Israel are massive. Israel has opened a front with Lebanon and making use of the unlimited American support to Israel during that period where Netanyahu can do whatever, anything, making use of the election time now in America. And this war has never, ever hit our will, our determination to still resisting and to still fighting. Netanyahu can say that he wants a war, Netanyahu can start a war, but Netanyahu cannot achieve his goals or his aims. We hit them. We let them feel the pain using our drones and our missiles, and we will hit the right location at the time we decide according to our field military plan to achieve our goals. You can see that our daily achievements are big. Hundreds of missiles and dozens of drones and a big number of settlers and cities in the north under our missiles and can be reached and can be hit by our missiles. I need to comfort everyone that our capabilities are still fine. What has been said by the enemy regarding our capabilities is a mere illusion. If the enemy in 1 hour or 1 day, when we responded to the assassination of Matar Shukr, the Israelis said that they have hit 600,000. But I'd like to say that it's only 320 missiles on that line as planned. The enemies are lying. The enemy is lying. The enemy is claiming. When it comes to the border, what's going on in the borders now, I will say that our capabilities are fine. Our fighters on the front, we are solid. The admins are solid. And you can see the effect. What happened during the last 10 days? The operations are increasing. The pain of Israelis is increasing. The Mujahideens have proved themselves. These Mujahideens are the sons of Hassan Nasrallah. They are nothing but the sons of Hassan Nasrallah. Netanyahu said he wants the settlers to be back. But we are telling them more and more and more Israelis will be displaced.
That comes a handful of days after the IDF hit another 2-mile-long tunnel that crossed between Lebanon and Syria. The IDF says that one was used by Hezbollah to smuggle Iranian weapons.
Our troops are operating to locate dozens of underground combat infrastructure which do not cross into Israeli territory. We are investigating, neutralizing, and destroying them. This evening, we reported that we located and neutralized a tunnel approximately 25 meters long, which crossed approximately 10 meters past the border fence, from the Marwahin area in southern Lebanon into Israeli territory, near the community of Zaret. In the footage you see here, you can see our soldiers scanning the tunnel. They uncovered the tunnel, raided, neutralized, and cleared it. As you can see, the end of the route was blocked. It had no exit point within Israeli territory. This is a route we identified several months ago, monitored, and investigated using technological means without letting Hezbollah know, and now we can confirm that we have neutralized it. We continue to scan the area along the entire border, both on our side and also in the villages in southern Lebanon. We are scanning the area thoroughly to search and locate such terrorist infrastructure.
The IDF spokesman went on to assert that the operational activities throughout Lebanon will persist until Jerusalem deems it safe for the residents of northern Israel to return to their homes.
Alongside the ground forces, IAF aircraft are striking targets directed by the soldiers on the ground and assisting them. All of our activities are part of changing the security reality in the north so that the residents of the north can return to their homes at a time determined by the political echelon.
Hezbollah has definitely refined building tunnels quite a bit. They've had this battle going on for decades with Israel, and they've been building these reinforced tunnels, as you see here, with the concrete and all the support and everything else in order to move a lot of stuff. Even with the tunneling between, you'd say, why would you have to do tunneling between Syria and going into Lebanon? Part of that's to hide anything, certainly from the Lebanese army, but also to hide anything from overhead imagery. So they want to build these tunnels in such a way so they can use them as smuggling routes to move weapons, ammunition, people back and forth.